Hi, I'm going to show you now how to manage the storage of your conversations in a LLM chat application built with Chatnificent. So we have three types. The first is InMemory, which is the default, and then we have file and database. So let's use the default setup with nothing here. Okay, we'll just instantiate the app very easily. We say Python app.py. We go to this URL and we start chatting. We say hello, and we get a response, whatever, how are you? And you can see we have a URL here which has a user ID and a conversation ID. So if we go to another browser tab, we can see the same conversation loaded. Okay. Now, if we stop the app and run it again and go back here, as you can see, there's no history. It's lost, and that's because it is only done in memory. Okay, so let's solve this. Let's here's a new tab, and let's take a look at the store parameter. So we can say store is equal to chat.store.File. Okay, and we just need a base directory, and let's call it chats, for example. Okay, so let's start the app again. Python app.py, and as you can see here, we have a directory here that's going to be the base directory, and it's called chats. Okay, so now let's go to our app and start chatting and say hello. What is your name? Okay, so chat ID 1, and this is my username, and a new chat here. Let's say what is 1 plus 1, and whatever, we have the result. Now, the most interesting thing here is that chats here have been saved. So this is the username, and these are the messages. So here is this conversation, as you can see, saved on a file on the server. Okay, role is user, content hello, role assistant, content this, etc. And you can do the same thing for conversation 002. What's even more interesting is that we have a file called raw API responses, and these are the responses that we get from the LLM with absolutely no editing, no parsing, nothing. It's the raw response as is. So it's very helpful with debugging or adding some new functionality to your apps and so on. Okay, so now let's see what happens if we stop the app. If I go here and I refresh, nothing happens. Restart the app and go back to this conversation, and as you can see, it's loaded back again. Why? Well, because simply we have it saved in a file in a folder somewhere on the server, and we set it using the base directory. Okay. Finally, we have the SQLite implementation. For this, you have to give it a DB path, and let's call it chats.db, for example, and run the application. Now we have a database set up here. It works the exact same way, so no need to go through the whole thing again. So InMemory or file or SQLite to manage persistence of your conversations in Chatnificent. Yep, that's it. I hope you like it, and would love to see what you build with it. Thank you.